Welcome to Guide to Survive. The world is a big, beautiful place, full of incredible and breathtaking sights and experiences. It's also doing everything it can to kill you, and so that's where this program fits in. Before you venture into the great outdoors, you need to learn about all of the terrifying and mystical creatures that lurk in the woods, knock on your window, and hide in your toilet. With this guide, you'll learn how to identify a would-be assailant, analyze its strengths and weaknesses, and deal with it effectively. By the end of your training, you'll be ready to take on any creep or cryptid that crosses your path. So here's to you, and the great adventure that lies ahead. Let's begin.
Target analysis. Name: Orang Bati, men with wings. Class: Cryptid, flying primate. Habitat: rainforests, mountains and volcanic bluffs. Seram, Indonesia. Lifespan: unknown. Strengths: flight, posable thumbs, problem-solving intellect, superior agility, and large population. Weaknesses: conventional weapons, particularly vulnerable when grounded or alone. Overall threat level: 6 if alone, 9 if numerous. Behavior. Seram, the largest island of Indonesia's Maluku province, covered in a thick, lush rainforest and bearing great mountain ranges across its centre. This land is teeming with life, a great deal of which can be heard calling out when night falls across the island. However, one particular creature stands out among Seram's local wildlife, one that bears nothing but ill intent towards the local populace, and whose howl cuts through the dark like a knife to the heart: the Orang Bati. Natives to Seram, the Malukan people, have given stark, disturbing accounts of these dangerous beasts. Standing at an incredible average height of 5 feet tall, the Orang Bati, men with wings as translated from Malukan language, have distinctive primate facial features, as well as hands and a long thin tail. What is more unusual about them, however, is that this species features large, leathery, bat-like wings, which are clearly black in colour, differing distinctly from the rest of their skin, which is said to have a blood-red complexion. Accounts of these creatures have been recorded by those foreign to the isle for hundreds of years, and continue on, even as recently as the late 1900s, where an English missionary was said to have experienced a first-hand encounter with the Orang Bati. Indonesia is no stranger to unusual and dangerous flying cryptids, such as the ahul and the ropen. In fact, some researchers have theorized that the Orang Bati is perhaps simply a unique breed of bat or reptile. However, locals have asserted that the Orang Bati are most definitely primate in biology. Given their history and continued experiences with these animals, as well as a great abundance of diverse wildlife on Seram, it would seem wise to trust regional wisdom in this instance. Further to this, the dense lush rainforest and high precarious mountain cliffs of the island make for an exceptional habitat for the Orang Bati. Here they are able to hide away during the day with relative safety from predators and nosy cryptozoologists. It is only at night these creatures will venture out in order to hunt. Their nocturnal raids upon local villagers are devastating. Orang Bati are reported to emit a unique call, which closely resembles a mournful wailing sound. Most likely a complete coincidence. However, it is a cruel irony that these vocalizations often reflect the misery they impact as a result of their raids. This is due to their specific targeting of children and infants. The young unfortunate enough to be still outside during these incursions will be seized and carried up high into the air to be brought back to the troops' habitat. All the while, their parents can do nothing but watch as their children are flown away, out of reach. While there is no conclusive evidence for what happens to the children they take, given the large population of the Orang Bati, it seems almost certain that human young are seen as a food source by these predators. All the more reason to be indoors after dark. The hit-and-run attacks instigated by these flying primates gives insight as to their habits when confronting adult humans and perhaps other possible threats. Vicious in their attacks, they prefer to hunt in groups, making their raids safer when confronted by defending villagers. It can be speculated that while they will physically confront adult humans, this is more likely out of self-defense and would rather avoid any threat of greater size than themselves, making children the ideal prey. While a single Orang Bati is still dangerous, it is far easier to confront than aided by its troop. Their wings are invaluable for quick, sudden attacks, as well as hasty retreats, especially when carrying food. However, they still possess hands, feet, and tails which can be used for the same purposes, only less efficiently. Therefore, disabling their wings would be a loss, but not fatal. These beings are also agile and flighty, so will retreat quickly when overwhelmed. Beyond this, they have no greater durability to conventional weapons, such as blades or firearms, and can therefore be combated effectively. It is also important to note that as primates, the Orang Bati have a curious and mischievous intellect, and will try to figure their way into barricaded homes and past defences. Keeping them on their toes through trickery is just as important as an installation of fear when guarding one's home and family. First hearing of the Orang Bati may seem like mere stories to the uninitiated, folk tales told by locals who have once or twice seen something strange within the forest. That is until you hear their howls carry across the night sky. See those great shadows passing under the moon and starlight, swooping down towards you. Hope you can make it inside. If you do, then all you have to worry about is them deciding that you must be hiding something from them. Scratching, tearing, and banging will echo all around you as they try to get inside. Fight, and you might live. Don't, and someone else will suffer the consequences. Their screams dying out as they are flown further and further away into the night sky, and muffled by those awful, triumphant howls. Stratagem. So, here's the scenario. Jar 19 is having trouble with his new flying abominations. They just keep falling to their deaths, it's really very tragic. So he sent you to Indonesia to research some of the Orang Bati, and possibly bring one home. There's loads over there, they won't miss one. In order to lure these creatures in, you've been given 2 baby doll figures. Initially, use the doll marked non-lethal, which will recreate the sound of a baby crying. When nightfall descends, you begin baiting the beasts, and soon hear them flying above you. Your plan of attack. Firstly, guerrilla warfare. If there are too many Orang Bati around you, and you fear you cannot take them all yourself, which, given your last physical, I can't say I'm surprised, then begin a series of hit-and-run tactics. Keep this up until you're able to isolate one and focus your attention on it. Try to use a variety of maneuvers so as not to let the Orang Bati catch on to what you're doing. Secondly, monkey bars. Excellent, you've found your moment. One Orang Bati is separated from the rest of its troop. Wait or lure it onto the ground by using the crying baby doll, all the while hidden from view. Lure it in and subdue it using the variety of tranquilizers provided to you by JAR 19 Labs. Then package it up using the patented Monkey See, Monkey Do Not Move animal transport pen, also generously provided to you. Wow, you have a great boss. Thirdly, Great Apescape. Now you have the Orang Bati, you must flee with it immediately. No doubt the others of its troop will be on high alert, and may well attack you as you try to escape with the specimen. If so, try to fight off, distract, or lose as many as you can. You'll be fine. Fourthly, Bargaining Chimp. Well, looks like you've been cornered. There's your lackluster physical results coming into play again. But have no fear. Remember that second doll I mentioned at the start of your expedition? It should be marked Run. Pull the cord on its back, and as soon as it starts crying, throw it to the pursuing primates and hightail it out of there before it explodes. I really went all out on expenses for this expedition. I really need that flying monkey. It's very important. Fifthly, chimpressive work. I know I used the chimp pun twice. There's no need to tell me in the comments section. This will be invaluable to our research. Finally, we'll be able to take down all those noisy, bloody drones that come flying over the lab. Get your panoramic shots somewhere else, tourist. Pop quiz. Question number 1. Is it true that Orang Bati will only hunt at night? Answer, yes. Orang Bati are nocturnal and will only hunt at night. Question number 2. Will Orang Bati avoid humans? Answer, no. Orang Bati are particularly interested in human children and infants, most likely as a food source. Question number 3. Do Orang Bati have an average height of 3 feet? Answer, no. Orang Bati are an average of 5 foot in height. Question number 4. Are Orang Bati an endangered species? Answer, no. Orang Bati are reported to be an abundant species within their respective habitats. Question number 5. Can Orang Bati be found in burrows and ground nests? Answer, no. Orang Bati prefer elevated habitats such as trees, mountains, and cliffs. If you scored 0 to 1, then they've really made a monkey out of you. If you scored 2 to 3, then you might be alive, but these orang have driven you a bit batty. And if you scored 4 to 5, astonishing work. That's bananas. Conclusion. Excellent work. I'd say you're ready to get out there and face whatever challenges plot against you. And if you're not, then don't worry. You can rewatch these survival guides as much as you like, and they're non-refundable. I'm very proud of the progress you've made, and I know you're going to take the future in your stride. I've got a good feeling about you, Wicked Witch of the West. Good luck, and don't die! Good day, I hope you're all doing well. Thought it best to catch you all up on things and try as best as I can to explain my absence. It's nothing dire, I promise, I'm alright. 2022 just got off to a bit of a mad start. I've just gotten swamped with work and unfortunately my channel and writing have suffered as a result. Sorry for my lack of updates on social media as well. I know that's not exactly uncommon of me, but still. Thanks so much for popping by and catching the video and listening to this part here as well. Trying to get back into a rhythm with things so I can get back to writing and making videos again. Uploads may be a bit sporadic at first, but I'm hoping that I'll readjust soon. I'm trying to consider new content for the channel as well. I love reading stories, but I really want to add something more unique. Kind of like Guide to Survive is its own thing. I'm just not sure what it's going to be yet. I've been toying with a couple of ideas, like bringing back the Why So Scary series, only with a different format. It's all still in the workshop at the moment, but I'll let you know when I'm onto something. Thanks so much again for sticking around, and I hope to have another video ready for you soon. Maybe I'll do a poll on Twitter and see what kind of video people would like next. Really appreciate your continued support. The horror family really is just such a smashing community and I love being a part of it. Take care and we'll chat again soon.